Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. I'm back again. The only place, 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 oh place, go get it. Oh place, go get it. Only place, only place, only place, go get it. It's right back at the basic. Chocolate the deuce is how we do it. Texas, baby, man. $1 back. You know what it is, know what it is, know what it is, know what it is. Real men rise up, fake men rise down. Real women rise up, fake women rise down. Proud to wear preacher, preach on. Okay, Nanyo. But I'm going to call you N.O., brother. I heard what you saying more. Why more men say no to marriage? Nanyo, it's not just that, brother. I told you, I see where you coming from at this, man, because that's what makes me mad about this whole thing. I'm gonna respond to your video. Why more men say no to marriage, and I'm gonna call it none to and to respond to your video, to mine. I'm calling my video to non-commitment. You know my issue, Nayo. You know my issue with this one, man, is that when I hear women talking about there's two main subjects they talk about behind against men. Certain things they say about a man, all just men just scared of marriage. They're afraid of commitment. That's the biggest word they'll use, commitment. Or they just afraid. Another thing they'll say, oh, men just want sex. Men are dogs. It's funny when I hear women say they call men dogs, but who take care of dogs? They do. It's just like saying women got 9 lives. They got cat and the pay per meow. Come on. And the biggest not least, they always think men's gonna keep them locked up in the house and cooking slave cooking on these men. Let me tell you something, man. I hear these 3 things a lot from females. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give one of this. Number 1, women always say that men just afraid of commitment. That is not true. Majority of men. We can say the same thing about women. So, brother, I get what you're saying. It's not, but you right about one thing. It's not just men are afraid to get married. It's just the problem is what name 2. I just want to say this to the ladies. How many men out there? Where you gonna get none? Where you gonna get something out of a marriage? Women got too much power over marriage. They got too much power over a child support system and the custody, and they got too much power over relationships. Let's be honest. Women are the choosers, men are the decision. I keep saying this all the time, and I'm not going to say it anymore. And women know the deal is. Fellas even already know what the deal is if the long as people play their cards right. Once you play a deck of cards wrong, you got to lay all your cards down. And it shows where you got to go. What each rose have its thorn, you know. And each card you dealt with, you move, you lose. But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I hate when they say that men are afraid of commitment. Now, I'm not afraid of commitment. I'm not afraid of marriage. I don't mind to get married, but as long as they do it for the right reason. But name one thing, ladies, what the man is gonna get in marriage. All he gonna get his legacy. That's all he gonna get. His legacy. And a legacy, man. That's all he gonna get. But the woman can get the house, to get the car, and get all those other things that the men got. And I see why some guys being the way they is. I see why guys going to the club and out there just getting sex. Men love sex. Women hate sex. That is so true in some cases. Not only that women hate sex, sex is kind of painful. Women all about making love. Let's be honest. but they want sex just as much as men do. They just don't want us to know that. But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I can't commit to a woman, but a woman can she commit to me. If I commit to her, we commit each other. Because they trying to say men cheat more than women. Some people, reading news to support that saying that women cheat more than men. I think men and cheating, men and women cheating. They both done it. I look at it like this. I never forget when my uncle told me. He told me, whatever you do, Marquise, don't get married. And that was the advice that I have for my uncle. Whatever you do not get married. He's not telling me not to get married forever, forever. He tell me just marry for the right woman, because he married the wrong woman. He did have a right woman, but he did her wrong. Now he got the bad girl type. But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I just want to know that, brother. But you was right on point with it, state, because it is a fear that men, when they get in the situation, they can't get themselves into that in a marriage. I'm telling you right now. Name one people out there that's ever been happy. I can't. There are more single people by themselves. Who are more single is women. You got men very single much. They just use for trading in for getting some sex from women, and women trading in just getting from some sexual tease and pleasure from men. Let's be honest. Let's be honest for once. It's like what gets me, man. Everybody, how you gonna address the problem, but nobody wants to fix it. But you know what? Like I said before, there's two types of people. People going to do what they supposed to do, and people going to do what they want to do. But they let the people that doing what they want to do. I mean, this ain't nothing new. That's why I don't know about what state you're from, you know. But I'm gonna tell you like here, brother. Down here in Dallas, Dallas is the home of cheaters. I'm gonna tell you, it's just like a love kissing game out here. And I don't know anywhere else, but out here, Dallas is just like ring around a rosy pocket full of hosies. Dallas is like that, you know. And I tell you, I know about my city, but to me, man, I'm in a situation right now, you know, man, brother, that I'm talking to the woman, and I met her in Walmart, and that was like 5 months ago. Now, couple months later, and then she called and all this stuff in the February. The last time she called was November and in December or something like that. I got tired of this woman. I told her up in front when I first met her in Walmart, I want my own kids. She got mad at that because women will use their kids to try to say, "Hey, I'm looking for a guy who can looking for what's it called, a man role in my son's life," because she got 2 kids out of water. If it was one child, it'd be different, but 2 kids, come on. All I want, we could just kick it around and just have a little fun. But see, I look at it like this: if I want something, I just ask. But I just don't understand it as being playing the nice guy, certain unfitting to me playing the nice guy role is that I guarantee I ain't getting nothing. But she still informed me she still messing with her baby dad. But see, it's my fault messing with a female like this. It's my fault because I said women been doing this for years. See, their games are so pathetic, man. It really is. Their games are so pathetic. It's just like plastic food wrapper bag with a bitch with a bad hair weave and scalp and hair and spinach sprouts out of her head. I'm gonna tell you, it's funny, but she still informed me to tell me she still fuck with her baby daddy. But this guy, and like I told her, I said, this guy can get some ass, but I can't get none. See, that tells me, I said I should have never messed with her, because I told her up in front I want my own kids. I'm not gonna take care of somebody else's child because some guy dogging you out and did you wrong. Look, I ain't gonna lie. We as men, we do need to change. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then once men change, then women gotta change also. Because I'm telling you, because men and women did play a role on this in the dating experience and games out here. Because people play too many games, women got too much huge ego, men got too much selfish pride, and it's like it's sad. It's not enough women have an after ego, looking things in life they could spend the rest of their life with, and not enough men have self pride instead of have selfish pride. Just like women don't have they don't have after ego, they had a huge ego. I mean, big ego. Big ego involved, and I just think that men and women need to learn by their mistakes. Now, but you're right, I think that men are not afraid to be committed. I know you're not afraid to be committed, and I'm not afraid of being committed by a woman. I just think there are a majority of men. Don't get me wrong. There's some truth on that. There are guys out there who are afraid to be commitment for one woman. Because ain't no guy gonna be a one woman man. If it did, that they'll you got fellas talking about him, saying he's pussy whip, or he can't get it in from all the ladies anymore. So he just settled down one lady, which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, but let her be a woman who settle for one man, but she can have plenty of men that's going to chase a high. Thick and hole in the damn and the pie hole and the butt thick implants out of her ass. She could get 1,000 tons of emails a week, 20,000 men that's coming after chasing her ass. One high high tail pit of the skirt. I mean, it is what it is. I look at it like this, man. Just I'm glad, man. I'm gonna leave this woman alone because I realize, and when she better not even call me. I'll even left her a message. She better not even call me. Because you got females. Women will play this game just as much as men playing this game on women, and women playing game on men too. It's like that's what I hate about females doing this shit. See, this is why, man, do I feel bad for some of the women they're doing? No. I don't feel bad for most women. Quite a few, but most of them, they brought that stuff to themselves. Just like, women should not feel bad for most men, because a lot of guys brought that to themselves, and they be in the situation they're in. It's sad. You got men and women mess with no good people for years. You got women mess with no good men for a very long time. You got men mess with no good women for years. That's why no good men, no good women need to be dating. The good men, the good women, they need to date. We can settle then and settle that. It wouldn't be issue being solved. And another thing, that ain't nothing wrong sticking with one person, because there's more what you were bargaining for, what you waiting for around the table. Because you better make sure if a woman choose you. If a woman is not choosing you, you in trouble, and you better make the final decision who the women you should get with, who the women you should not get with. I mean, there's plenty of females out there. Some of them good, some of them bad, some of them crazy, some of them just deranged and arrogant and biggerness. All that stuff. They're all that. If men and women be more honest, especially women need to be more honest the things they're doing. Oh, I'm glad not talking to this female, man. After she called me again, and I hang on I talked to her the last time. I said, I figured you gonna call, but she still can't give me what I wanted. But I left her alone. But it's funny. It's funny that it's sad. It's sad. I ain't gonna lie. Black men had it hard when it comes to dating world, the marriage experience, and it comes to job. It is, because is it supposed to be my fault because some sisters mess with thugs? Is it supposed to be my fault because they mess with drug dealers? That's their fault. Because And it's not just his fault, it's brother's fault too. And it's a whole damn society. That's why the society and the marriage council and everything else need to change. Because if it keeps acting like this in the next 20 years, fuck that 20 years, next 40 years, they're paying for it. But see, nobody wants to address that issue. This is why I can't stand movies like Steve Harvey movie. I really don't, because it's not addressing the real problem. All it do is just over exaggeration, illusional. That's all it is. It's illusional that make everything they expect to believe and unbelieve. It is. Every other guy was lucky to have something, but except black men. It just every man got the best of their women except for us. Only thing you ain't getting nothing. It's like, but they can give the other guys that slapping them around, doing them wrong, dogging them, and out of the hole in the street. They can get something, but you won't get nothing. No, I demand my own kids. If I can't get my own kids from a single mother or a single woman, what's the point bringing the children out the world? But like I said again, a lot of us come from a woman just like women come from a man. But a lot of people don't want to talk about that though. But my point is this, men can be commitment if long as they stick with a one woman who they love and who they cared about, just like women can stick with one man. So it's just the problem is that some people just sticking people behind and waited to you know how they expect them they can stick around before, and they can still messing around and they can come to them all the time. It doesn't work like that. Even if you commit to the relationship or you don't, or don't commit it at all, or stay out of a relationship. And another thing, we out of this commitment, number two, women always say men want sex. Women, let me tell you something. We're men. What do you think we is? Just like y'all want love. I keep saying this too many times. They got something what we want from them, and we got something what they want from us. It goes 100, 50, split it all the way to the middle of the whole thing. They know. Men know how they was taught. Women damn sure how they know they was taught. Come on. But see, nobody wants to address about this. It's funny, but people make sex. It's just like a taboo. It's a topic like some people just don't want to get into. But they don't realize without sex we wouldn't be here. Now I don't lie. Only sex is important when you got somebody you can love. You can always share with somebody you can grow with. But it's not like that no more. Now it's about having sex with a lot of different, multiple partners, telling bed tale stories, how many people that you had. And you got men and women spreading diseases around. People need to play it safely. They got to play it safely. I'm not telling men not to have sex, and I'm damn sure not telling women not to have sex. They're going to do it anyway, just play it safely. If you're not playing it unsafely, then you're going to get crash and burn out with. And last and not with only sex, another thing they trying to say, men, keep women locked up in the house, cooking and cleaning and all that stuff. Now, some truth it might be to that. Some of that stuff is the guy's fault. Why some things why women being the way they is. But a lot of times it's the women's fault why some guys being the way they are. Guys are not trying to provide for the family, if not only for themselves, and the woman and even the kids. Out there who run around drinking in alcohol beverage bars and telling each man, I have a problem with this woman, man. She won't shut up. You know how that is, how that go. And another thing that women don't cook no more. Women still cook, but just the problem is some of that is the fella's fault, and a lot of times people do take marriage for granted. I'm not going to lie to you. They do take it for granted. I would love to be in a relationship. I would love to be in a marriage. But what I don't like is that I don't like to be involved in somebody else's misery, keep everybody company for their misery. I don't got no company in my misery and keep the company for me. So why should I have to get involved in their misery and keep them company? It just sad. It's sad. It shows you that men and women just don't give a damn anymore. Men stopped being men, women stopped being women a long time ago. It goes both ways. Marriage used to be the love for the love. Marriage is of love for the money. That's what it's about. That's why, and it's a product of example, that Steve Harvey movie. It wasn't about love. It was about the love for the goddamn money. It's all bullshit. That's what it is. It's fucking bullshit. You got people got everything in this world and they still not happy. Them wealthy people know what I'm talking about, and them rich folks know what I'm talking about. But I give you that. These poor people, middle class, are more happy than the wealthy and rich. I tell you that much. Because even though you get all the things you want, it's not important. What's more important, you earn with living what you earn to live for what you got. But people want more and more and more. That's just how it is. I'm glad I've been single for 9 years, and I'll be single a lot more. Because, and I tell any men and women, and I tell women they ain't got to put up with it. Fellas damn sure ain't put up with it. People can be committed. It's just the problem is, man, some people into marriage and relationships and love and all that religion, and it destroyed. And I'm going to tell you what they lost. They lost commitment, trust, and communication. That's what's missing in relationship when it comes to family, when it comes to friends, when it comes to loved ones. And they become so much creative, multiple enemy, multiple allies, and that's what happened. And people allow the people that doing what they want to do, and not bring it in to re-incorporate the people that do what they supposed to do. I think that's the problem, man. I think that is the real problem. I'm sorry I call you Enoch. I couldn't mention your name right because it's a funny name, but I'll call you Enoch for short. But as I said again, but you right about one thing, man. Marriage is not for everybody. Marriage is just like filling out a college reform. Is college for everybody? No. Is it marriage for everybody? No. Only because do it because you want to get married and have family, have kids. I want to do it because if I want to have a family, if a marriage ain't come the way to be that we're planned to be, I might as well be single, or mess a few round and play it safely and this and that, and be single the rest of my life. Because no man and no woman in this planet gonna put up with everybody else's front and active of people. Nobody shouldn't have to put up with that. Nobody, not even women, not even men. It's sad. It's sad that what happened to the time when you met somebody, when you marry them, and have kids with them, when you grow old with them. That's why I like older generation. I mean, oldies generation. Oldies. When I mean oldies generation, not elders, elders generation. That's what I'm trying to do. Elder generation, because they understand what love is. It's just the problem is the young folks don't get it. Young folks don't understand what marriage is capable of, the capability, what it used to be, like it always had been. And people lost that, especially my people. And people need to wake everything else up, or else they're gonna lose everything they have, but will hold dearly and closely attached to their heart. Do I feel sorry for most men and most women in the situation they in? No, but I feel sorry for quite a few men, quite a few women, especially women out there, because women want family more than anybody, especially more than the men. There are men who want families too, just as much as a women, but women want it more because women been putting on this earth for a reason. Just like us as men, they put us in this earth for a reason. And it's sad. It's sad that it's not like that anymore. Marriage is a fucking one way, quicker way, getting rich, a scheme and scam. That's what it is now. It used to be real love. It's like in the backyard. And the house and crooked fence, and somebody you can stand side by side with that person that grow old to you and not care about the ring, but care about you. Because I heard they was showing a positive of overthinking of positive certain imagery about marriage for the black community, African community. It was a sister say that people are afraid about a marriage option, but marriage is not an option. How many women that's real women say shit like that? Not too many. Not like that anymore. It's sad. Do it for the not just only for yourself or that person. Do it for the kids. But it's not like that anymore. It's a goddamn joke. I don't blame men. More men say no to marriage. You got women don't want to get married either. Because men and women are afraid because relationships are going to change. People change every day. You got women that afraid to get married because men ain't going to touch them anymore, and they don't feel as beautiful, attractive like they used to be. Because, you know, women age is just like us, silk and milk. And man age is wine, dine, and drunken wine. You get drunk like a hell, and you can't barely pumping yourself up. You can't stay hard on like you used to do or when you met her. It's sad. I'm telling you, it's like that in marriage. Now, there's 50% likely that people who are out there are happy, that real marriage about. But 90, 60, 90, 99 or 92% people are not happy. I'm sorry. People just do marriage for the hell of it. Men just don't care about that woman. Women don't care about men. They just get a special prenup agreement contract. But all I say to this, people, if you love who you love, find who you love, as long as it lasts forever and ever will last. If it's not lasting forever and ever lasting, then stay out of marriage, stay out of relationships, stay out of everything what a marriage capable to be and what marriage should be, instead of it being a one big goddamn scam. And everything else will be all clear to what it should be and what it should like it used to be and like it always has been. And I like your video, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, and I hope you subscribe to brother. All right, man. I hope you subscribe. Okay. All right. God bless you. And it's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic. Chuck of the Deuces. How we do it, Texas, baby. Until next time. All right. All right. Peace. And I'm out.